This is a full roundup and review of the best Instagram video editing apps for iPhone and Android right now in 2020. Hey, it's Justin Brown here from Primal Video, where we help you grow an audience and scale your revenue with online video. If you're new here, make sure you click that subscribe button, and all the links to everything we mentioned in this video, you can find linked in the description box below. So let's jump into it. Now, there's some great apps out there that make creating awesome looking Instagram videos super easy. Whether it's a 1x1 square video you're looking to create or a vertical portrait video for things like stories. There are a few features that you will want to look out for, and in all of our testing, one thing is super clear, is that not all apps are made equal. So we're going to run through all of the leading options right now and then narrow it down to my top picks for the best Instagram video editing apps right now on both iPhone and Android, including some cross-platform offerings that will work seamlessly on your Mac and PC as well. Plus, as an added bonus, make sure you stick around to the end, because once we're done, I'm also going to share with you the #1 tool that we are using right now to grow a business from all of those videos and views on Instagram. And while we're running through, why not grab your phone, jump over to my Instagram and hit follow. Once you're done, come back here and give your Instagram handle a plug in the comments below and share it with the rest of the Primal Video community. I'll be down there as well. So as you know, there's a lot of options out there. You've got things like WeVideo, Filmora, Quick, KineMaster, Adobe Rush, PowerDirector, InShot, Lumafusion, Video Leap, CuteCut, and VLLO. So lots of options. Now, just before I narrow that down and give you the shortlist, there's two that I want to mention here that aren't on the shortlist. They are PowerDirector and KineMaster. Both of these are great video editing apps on both iOS and Android, and they can work really well for Instagram videos as well. But the biggest thing, the biggest downside with these is that they don't currently let you change your project once you've started creating it. So switching from widescreen to portrait or to square, you actually need to start a new version of that video from scratch, and you can't just easily change that on the fly. And in this day and age where we're all smart about our content creation and repurposing and those sorts of things, I think that's a big feature that is missing from PowerDirector and KineMaster. So from all of our testing, our shortlist and the ones we're going to cover in this video come down to InShot, VLLO, Adobe Rush, and Lumafusion. So the first one then, InShot, this is an amazing app. This one is probably the easiest to use and easiest to get up and running. So if you're someone who has never edited before, you're going to feel right at home and get up to speed editing your videos quick in InShot. I will say that it is the most basic video editor on our shortlist here, but that doesn't mean that you can't get great results using it. They make it really easy to trim down your videos, to remove any sections that you don't want, but also to make your videos look good. There are some great controls that you have in there for things like adjusting the colors and putting filters and those sorts of things on there. Comparing this app to the rest that we are going to cover, as I've said, this is probably the most basic one on the list. It doesn't have things like the ability to stack or layer multiple video clips. So if you want to have an underlying story or a piece to camera like this and then add B-roll or overlay footage to that, you actually can't do that in InShot. But depending on the types of videos you're creating, that may not be a downside for you. Now, in regards to pricing, there is a free version. It does have a watermark, but in order to remove that watermark or that branding, all you need to do is either pay $1.99 to remove ads, or you can watch an ad at the time of exporting your video and that watermark is removed. So you can actually get great results with this app for free without spending a cent. Now, there is also a pro version of this app available, which you can purchase for either $3.99 per month, $14.99 per year, or $34.99 as a one-time purchase to unlock things in the pro version like more transitions, more effects, more stickers, and those kinds of things. The next app is VLLO, or VLO, or VLO. I've literally Googled this and I can't find anyone that can tell me how to say it, so I'm going to call it VLLO. Now, this app is one of the apps that I'm most pumped on right now. This is one that's only relatively new to me, and I'm totally blown away with what you can do in it. Once again, this one will work on both iOS and Android, and again, just like InShot, it does have a really intuitive, really easy to use interface. This is going to be great if you're an absolute beginner, but also if you're more advanced than that, or you're looking for more advanced features, then you've got a ton more features in here, a lot more professional features than you do in InShot. You've also got the ability in VLLO to do things like stack your video layers. And they've also got an amazing feature in there that you really only see in top level professional video editing software on desktop called adjustment layers. Now this is essentially where you can apply color grades or filters or looks to certain sections of your videos all in one go. It's an amazing feature and it's so awesome that they have that inside of VLLO. Now in regards to pricing, once again, there is a free version available of this app and it will let you export after watching an ad without any watermark or branding on there, just the same as InShot. Now to unlock some of those more professional features and advanced controls and stuff in this app, there is a one-time fee of $14.99. So it's not a subscription, you literally just pay it once and you'll get access to all of those pro features for life. The next one on the list is Adobe Premiere Rush. Now this is one of my favorites and I love it because it is cross-platform, cross-device compatible, meaning that you can use this on your iOS device, on your Android device, but also on your Mac and PC as well. So you can actually start your edit on your iPhone and then go and pick up your Mac or your PC and finish your editing on there, which is amazing. But you don't need to do that. It's just a cool feature that it has. So Adobe Premiere Rush is really the little baby brother of the professional video editing software Adobe Premiere Pro, but obviously this works on a lot of different devices as well. Now in regards to the interface and how easy this app is to use, I would say that it is fairly intuitive. It's probably not as easy for an absolute beginner to get up to speed in as something like InShot, but navigating through, finding everything, seeing what you can do in here is going to be easy enough for someone to get up to speed in here. Now, some of the other standout features for me with Adobe Rush, outside of being able to easily transition between different devices and different computers with your projects, are things like the audio control. You've got so much more control over your audio, over your volume levels, and fading and increasing and lowering volumes as you edit than you do in the other apps that we've mentioned so far. But there is also an amazing auto volume feature in here where it's automatically analyzing the footage that you have in there and it's looking for things like people speaking or music, and it's going to automatically adjust the volume levels accordingly. Now, I'm not really ever someone that recommends using auto features and things like that, but I was really blown away with how well this actually works. Another cool feature of Adobe Rush is that you can actually open up your Rush editing projects inside of Adobe Premiere Pro, the professional editing software. So if you are someone on the more professional side of things and you want to quickly start an edit on the go and not just open it in Rush on your desktop, you can open it up or upgrade your project to an Adobe Premiere Pro project seamlessly. Now, as for some of the downsides, Adobe Rush currently doesn't support reversing a clip. So if you want to play something backwards, you don't have that feature in Rush yet. Not sure why. Seems like a really basic feature that most video editing software has, but not Rush. And the other one is if you're an Android user, so you're looking to use this on your Android phone or tablet, it will only work right now on certain devices. So you need to have one of those devices in order for this to work. And they have a list of those devices that it will work on their website. Now, in regards to pricing, this is the most expensive one in this video so far. This one is a monthly subscription of $9.99 per month, or it's also included with Adobe Premiere Pro for $20.99 per month. So if you've already got an Adobe subscription, either for Adobe Premiere or the Adobe Master Suite, where you've got access to everything, you've probably already got access to Adobe Rush. If not, $9.99 per month. And that brings us to the fourth app on our shortlist, which is Lumafusion. Now, this is hands down the most professional video editing app out there on iOS. Unfortunately for Android, there isn't a Lumafusion available on Android yet. I'm hoping one day that becomes a reality, but for right now, the closest thing I would say on Android would be Power Director, but even then, it really doesn't compare to Lumafusion. So this is for iOS users. Now, when I say that this is the most professional app out there, this is something that really closely resembles apps like Adobe Premiere Pro or like Final Cut, the way that you can edit, the way that you move around the timeline, all of the advanced pro level features and controls and everything, they're all in here. This is an amazing app. Now, in regards to the interface and how easy it is to get up to speed and using, having all of these features and stuff, it does mean that you are going to need to dive into menus to be able to find everything, but having all that extra control, and all of those extra features are going to give you more granular control over everything that you can actually do while you're editing. So that's things like having access to keyframes and being able to edit and control everything at a really granular level using keyframes. If you want to adjust your audio up to a certain point and then have it drop back down, you can do that on a frame by frame basis, whereas none of the other apps will give you that amount of control. Now, in regards to the interface and how easy it is to use or how intuitive it is easy enough to jump in and to find everything. But if you're an absolute beginner, it's not going to be as easy as things like InShot or VLLO. This is really aimed for people on the more advanced or intermediate to advanced side of things, but people who really want to have access to all of those extra features. One of the coolest features that they've just added recently is now the ability to export your Lumafusion project, your editing timeline, from Lumafusion on your iPhone or on your iPad over to Final Cut Pro. So just like in Adobe Rush, how you can transition up to Adobe Premiere Pro, you can now do something similar with Lumafusion for Final Cut, which is amazing. And again, you're probably only going to care about those things if you are on the pro side of things. Now, in regards to pricing, Lumafusion is not a subscription or a pay per month fee. It is a one-time purchase of $29.99, which is ridiculously cheap considering what you're getting access to. So rounding all of this out and giving you some recommendations, I would say that InShot is going to be perfect if you are an absolute beginner, right through to sort of that intermediate level, someone who wants to be able to create videos fast but not have all of the advanced features. VLLO would be the next step up from that. Again, it's going to be great for someone who is an absolute beginner right through to someone who is advanced, because it does have a lot more of those advanced features and controls in there, things like the adjustment layers. Adobe Rush would be a great option again for someone at that absolute beginner level, because it's going to be easy enough to jump in and get up to speed right through to advanced. But also if you're someone who is going to look at and make use of upgrading your projects to either Adobe Premiere or having the ability to transition and move between your iPhone and your Mac or your Android device and your PC, and move between different devices or different computers to get your videos created. And if you're at that intermediate to advanced level and you're someone who likes to have access to all the pro tools and all the features and control and everything at your fingertips, then it is going to go hands down to Lumafusion. It really is the most professional video editing app out there right now. Now, I do want to add in here really quickly that the app that I am personally most pumped about, most excited about right now, and really excited to follow along with the journey and see where they take it, is VLLO. I really think that this app does pack a punch with how easy it is to use and having a lot of those pro features and stuff in there. I mean, it's no Lumafusion, but having access to some of those features that they've already got in there, and for the price point of $14.99 or even the free version, is amazing. Well played, VLLO. Now, earlier in this video, I said that I would also share with you the #1 tool that we are using to grow our business from all of those views and videos on Instagram. And that tool is called Shorby. Now, Shorby is an amazing tool that makes it so easy for you to have multiple links in the description. So typically with Instagram, you'll get one link that you can have in the description. This is going to give you almost like a web page that they create for you with multiple links. So it could be that you're linking off to your latest YouTube video, your latest blog post, your website, other social media platforms, all from this one page. So not only is this really easy to set up and to get up and running and to manage and change out the links as you go, they also make it look really good, which is a big part of this as well. But also I really like the tracking that they have in there. So you can see which of the links on that page are actually getting the most clicks. And they also make it really easy for you to feature certain links so that they stand out on that page if you are wanting to grab someone's attention when they're on that page. So Shorby is an amazing tool that really helps us drive and guide people from Instagram to other places. And pricing wise, they've got plans that start at just $9 per month. So now that you have your Instagram video editing apps sorted, if you're looking to repurpose your 16:9 or your widescreen videos from YouTube maybe over to portrait videos, then check out the video linked on screen now, showing you all the different ways that you can do it. And I'll see you in the next one.